Ian.
Guess what?
What, buddy? Apex adjacent, that's what.
Apex adjacent, at least half of us, out in these streets. We were out in these streets.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you out in them streets. Okay.
I went to the No Kings funness this last Saturday.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most edifying things that I have experienced in the last year. It made me feel so much better.
Okay.
Just being around people and we're doing something.
Sure.
I brought Nico with me.
Yeah.
He led more chants than I will ever lead in my entire lifetime on that march.
This is shocking to no one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I did see on Instagram his protest sign.
I put a picture of it in the the show folder if you want to show people.
Okay.
He got so many compliments on it.
Sure. Yes.
I did get some pictures of him next to people in penguin costumes as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I did that on the film camera, so I'll be able to show those to you in 6 to 8 business weeks.
I was going to say, yeah. We'll see those in a couple of years. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, his sign said, "The only emperors I like are penguins."
Nice.
Some of the chants, it may shock you to learn, included some profanity, and he very cutely, when they started, he was right in front of me, and he looked around at me like, "Can I?" And I was like, "Go ahead."
Okay.
And so he was then, of course, the loudest person.
Sure.
And some 20-year-old socialist was coming next to us and was very because it was right as Nico shouted it, and it was fuck Donald Trump or something like that, and he went and the guy went and he looked around at me because I was right by Nico, and I just went, "That's my boy."
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
we've told him he can swear if he sees a bear.
Okay.
And also to insult the president. Those are the two.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those are the two times when it's allowed.
Right.
One, because bears do respond. It's proven they do respond to profanity.
Okay.
And the second one is because that is our birthright as Americans.
Absolutely.
Swear at the president.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. I just wanted to say it felt nice. It was it was a thing that actually felt good. And yeah, that was it.
Nice, man. Nice. That's really cool, and I'm really glad you took him with you.
Yeah. It was good.
Right. My youngest political memory is shaking Dan Quayle's hand. What different lives we've led.
That is crazy. I don't think I've ever heard this story. Were you the one who asked him to spell potato?
Wouldn't that be hilarious if it turned out it was?
That would be, oh my God. Can we just start that? Can we just say that? We'll just say that. We'll edit that part out. So what word did you have Dan Quayle spell?
He was in front of the chalkboard, and I really like French fries. So
that's really funny.
Yeah, we were learning about vegetables, tubers, starches. Yeah. Yes.
By the way, for the younger people listening, when Dave and I were small children, there was a multi-month scandal.
Yes,
that the vice president of the United States made a common spelling mistake on a chalkboard.
Right.
Like a really common spelling mistake.
Yeah. A lot of people spell it wrong.
And it was months. And to this day, it's really the only thing I know about Dan Quayle.
It's the thing that people think about when you mention Dan Quayle.
I don't know what state he was from.
Me neither.
Don't know really anything about where he sat in the party or anything. I know he was a Republican and he misspelled potato. Yep. End of list.
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty plugged in political person. Those are the only two things I know about him.
Yeah.
just to put in perspective how fucking crazy things are right now.
Right. Yeah, like that was the hugest story.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like Murphy Brown outrage back in the day. Remember that?
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, because she wanted to have a kid without being married. Her character on a show.
Yeah, a fictional person had a fictional baby.
Yeah. Right?
That was also dumb.
Right. Yeah.
It was a dumb scandal.
Right. I mean, they were all dumb. I mean, yeah. What's his name? The guy with his pants down on the boat. Gary
Gary Hart?
Gary Hart, yes. Yeah. You know? I mean, yeah. Like, I pine for those days. I pine for the time when people got mad at Obama for wearing a tan suit.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Good on you for creating or bringing your kid into a positive and uplifting environment where you can feel like you're part of a community. So yeah, good on you. Good. It was good.
We walked with a couple of neighbors down there.
Nice.
And saw lots of great signs. Saw lots of people. It was good. It felt nice.
Nice, so, buddy. That's good.
Glad we did it.
Yeah, for sure. Right. There's a catharsis in some stuff like that for sure. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Dave, what are we talking about today?
Oh, buddy. We're doing it. So
just a real light, fluffy talking about cars.
Ian and I have had this on our to-do talk abouts for a long time. So back in July, we did the Rocky Mountain driving experience where we got to drive the McLaren and my favorite electric SUV of all time, the Jeep Wagoneer S Sport Crazy Burnout Boy.
Yeah, unhinged Wagoneer, yeah.
But we started the day with a car. And I think it colored the entire day. And I think that you and we have been friends for so long. I think that we've grown together. We have kind of learned each other's how to push each other's buttons.
Yeah, foibles.
Yes, our foibles, like, you know, kind of the spin on each of our balls, like both of them.
Yep.
Right? And it's something I still think about. Not that like I'm mad at you. I don't like, it's just a thing that's happened in our friendship.
Yeah.
Like kind of this like, and it's not bad is the thing, but there's kind of this little mark, this little like location on the map of our friendship, like this little waypoint that is just in this weird location. And it's like right across a border, but it's like, is it part of that state or that county? And I want to get into it because it was the very first thing we drove that day. And you and I were at our caffeinated peak, or maybe, I don't know, but we'll get into it. Today we were talking about what happened between you and I as we were driving a Lexus TX. What was it? It was
the LX, right?
The new LX?
The big boy.
Yes, the Lexus LX 700H.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the Land Cruiser, but giant and hybrid, right?
Yes. Giant car. I mean,
giant.
Should we talk about you want to talk about the car first?
Yes, we should give people a brief summary of the car. Yes.
I mean, it's real brief for me because my overwhelming memory of it was just it was and felt big.
Yes. Right.
And like ostentatious, like I felt like self-conscious driving around in it a little bit. It felt more ostentatious than the McLaren.
Yeah.
Which like is like 5 times as much money.
Great point. Yes. Yeah. The thing that stands out to me is that the car that we got into directly after that, the Honda, whatever the fuck it is, like Honda SUV, like Passport something, right? Handled potholes way better than a the Lexus that cost like it had a Maroni for over $100,000.
Easily, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And this like $50,000-$60,000 Honda was soaking up bumps, no problem.
Yeah, it just felt like the suspension and the steering and everything was overwhelmed completely, the brakes, by the weight of the thing. And it colored your entire experience behind the wheel. And
it was the F Sport version too, on top of that.
Right. Yes.
Right? You know, and I think that's like Lexus has effed up, in my opinion. Like we've talked about it a bunch on the show, but the F Sport, I feel like really is something that should just really be partitioned to a certain segment of Lexus. Because I don't want a Lexus LX 700H F Sport. F Sport. How do you F Sport that?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I do feel like there should be a board that approves trim level like nomenclature.
Yeah.
And if your car weighs more than 6,000 pounds, right, and you put something sport on it, you should be kicked out of the car industry immediately.
Yes. Right.
It's insane.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, I love Lexus, right? But man, you and I did not have a good time in this car.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it was like $130,000 car or something.
Yeah, it was
like that.
A lot of money.
It was crazy. And then we also, one of us got on one of the other person's nerves a little bit.
Okay. So
let's get into it.
So I drove first, which means, and also I think that this outing kind of set the standard for how I allow you to enter a car when we're at these press events. Like at this press event, I set the standard that you are not to get in a car until I start the recording.
Yes.
You're not even allowed in the car.
No, which is fair. And I want to, before we start this conversation, I do want to say that this gets to this whole interaction that we're discussing. Does get to something that I know is a fault of mine. And I am very aware that this is an issue and I cannot help myself.
Right. And see, the thing is, because I know you so well, because I know what's in your heart, I know that there's nothing malicious and nothing insulting to me. And I know, just like how I respond maybe with a big emotion about something, right? That's just the way I'm wired, right? You know that about me, right? I'm going to have a big feeling every now and then, and it doesn't really make sense. And you're very gracious in rolling with me on that because you show me love that way, right? You do. And I really appreciate it. And I feel like that with this, not only do I understand it because it is a compulsion of yours, but it is something I feel like I carry with me as well, right? Because it is absolutely full-blown ADHD.
Totally. Untreated, undiagnosed ADHD, 100% is what it is. So basically what the issue is, or do you want to describe it? Because I think you'll probably do a better job.
So we get in the car. You and I always have a quick conversation. You want to drive? It's always that we're,
especially the first one of the day.
Right. Yeah. And so you wanted me to drive. And when I drive, that means Ian gets unfettered access to push whatever buttons he wants in the car, play with whatever screens, go nuts on the settings and the cubbies, and get in the back seat if he wants to. He go nuts, right? Just jazz scat your way across that vehicle, right? And I know this, and I love this about him. And I have to, Ian, here's the thing. I have to blame it on Lexus's engineers, right? Because I think that as we're driving, Ian's checking out all the buttons. We're playing with the modes, right? For the car, we're seeing if anything actually does anything. The only thing that you and I don't reliably like test out or look at is the stereo. We could care less about any of the radios in any of these cars.
Well, and also we're trying to record video, so we can't really test the stereo.
Right, exactly, right? Yeah, we don't want to get trademarked because of Nickelback, right? Yeah.
Right. Which is what we use to test all our car stereos.
Yes. And yeah, you go ahead and run with this for a second.
Well, I think you're being very charitable, because what happened was, it was the first one of the day, and I think it takes us like a few minutes to find our rhythm and like what we're going to be talking about, and like, because we're going into a lot of these cars cold, and we have like 15 minutes to like come up with like a thing that we want to say about it, you know, an impression, whatever. And it's not a lot of time. And, you know, sometimes you get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And my reaction was to just start pressing buttons. And you were really trying to like land the ship and like have a conversation with me.
Right.
And I was full dog chasing a squirrel, pressing every fucking button in the thing and like distracting myself. Like I wasn't listening to you. I was just pressing buttons.
Right. We have video of this. Yes.
I can see it on your face, even at the time, being like, Jesus Christ, man, like pull it together. You know? And I don't know if I had like too much coffee or what, but I was just like, buttons. And I got real fixated on like, I don't remember what the setting was.
It was one button that just was your fucking kryptonite for this thing. Yeah. One button. Yeah. We're going to pull up the interior. You're going to have a sense memory and you're going to try to push it through your webcam right now. Yeah. Lexus LX 700H interior.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the center stack. So you got to find a center stack picture here.
Enhance.
Here we go. Yeah, right.
There you go.
I think I like that you pointed at I could tell that you were pointing to something lower where I was clicking instead of higher up. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Center stack. Here's the center stack press photo. It was, okay, can we open this Mammer Jammer in a new tab? Can we zoom in? No, we can't. Well, there's a large picture. Yeah, there we go. Oh, God, yes. We consent to the Lexus whatever. Okay, let's look at this. All right. Okay, let me get this into a thing that allows us to see it. So I got to move it from my goddamn downloads folder. Okay, here we go, Ian. Here you go, buddy. This is what we're looking for. It's right here. Ian.
Yeah.
It's the drive mode button.
Right. It seems like it doesn't do anything.
No. It made no changes to anything in the center stack. What I saw on the dashboard, maybe a heads up display, I don't remember. And nothing. We got nothing. And
it was come on.
A light would come on. Yes. It was a button you could click.
Yes. And I did over and over again. And then I kept like trying to figure out, well, what is it doing?
Right.
Honestly, so there's a Taskmaster task where it says, figure out what this light switch does.
Kelly and I watched that one today. Just before we recorded. Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Yes.
That's essentially what I was doing.
Maniacally pressing this button. It became your white whale. Like you were obsessed with this button. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like you have to hit the button and then turn the thing over on the left for the mode select. You
have to do multiple things for this button to do anything, which to me just defeats the purpose of the fucking button.
Right. Why wouldn't you just turn the mode select thing? Right? Yeah. Yeah.
But no, there was like some combination of things you had to do in order for it to be functional.
And we could never get it to work.
We never got it to work. One of the other journalists did get it to work.
Okay.
But it was the guys from TFL Car. I think they knew how to make it work.
Of course.
But I was so infuriated.
Yeah.
That like you You couldn't do it. The button did nothing.
The button did nothing, and you wouldn't let it go. You would not let it go. You pushed it the entire time I was driving.
Yeah.
I remember us sitting under that entrance ramp for C470, and no, it was when we were getting on King Carl.
Oh yeah,
King Carroll Boulevard, where I almost snapped at you. Like I was going to snap at you, and it was like, nope, like shut it down. You love him. He's your buddy. Like, let's not have big emotion right now about this, Dave. Right? Let's bring in, because I know that I can talk to you. I know that like when you and I connect, we can connect. Right. And I felt like I had to, like, you were like Jason Bourne. You were like a rogue agent that was like somebody, like drive mode was your safe word or whatever, activation word. And like you just went on a killing spree. Like your eyes rolled back in your head and you could not stop touching this button. I
couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Couldn't think about anything else. No. You were talking. Yeah. And I was really trying to engage with you because I knew you had interesting things to say.
Yeah.
And I knew you were trying to make a video.
Mid-sentence, you would just say something about the button. Right?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay because I have been diagnosed with ADHD. I've sought treatment. I've seen the other side. Here's the thing that no one tells you about this stuff. Like when you get diagnosed with ADHD, there's a certain mental thing about it that's cool when a actual medical professional tells you, hey, like this is how you're wired. Cool. Okay. Medication, not a magic bullet. All the stuff still happens, right?
Right.
You just kind of round off a few of the edges every now and then, right?
Right.
You know, like it's not like I'm suddenly like focused all the time. You know me, right? Listen to this conversation.
Well, and I do think part of it was, again, it was the first one of the day. And like, that's why I mentioned, like, it takes us a little bit to get into the rhythm because we don't do those sorts of like short form things that often.
Right.
So when we do get a chance, it does feel like, oh, we got to like hurry up and do this.
Yes.
And it doesn't always work for one or both of us to get our heads into that space right away. And it took me a long time that day. And I feel like I'm usually pretty good at it. But for whatever reason, it just took me like maybe 2 or 3 cars before I was like, oh, okay, I remember what we're supposed to be doing.
You were haunted by the button.
I was talking about it in other cars.
Yeah, you were. No, like there are things like you and I will never stop thinking about how sticky the Lexus GSF was with us. Right. Like how much we really like that car. We will never be able to disassociate the Lexus LX from this button. That is just cemented permanently in our canon. Right. Like it's a building block of our relationship, Ian.
Yeah. No, I know. And I also think that this button is a good metaphor for the whole car.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. It's way more complicated than it needs to be.
Yes.
There's no reason for this car to have drive modes.
No.
Like other than hybrid, it should be like full electric and normal. Those are the 2 modes that it should operate in.
Other than that, it should just figure it out. If you want a hill descent mode, sure. Okay, whatever. Right?
But just why would you take this car off-roading? The hybrid version that's, again, like fucking 6,000 pounds.
Right.
Like, you're not doing the Rubicon Trail in this thing.
But people want to think that they could.
I know.
Right.
It's just unnecessary.
Right.
Which is the whole point of the whole rest of the car. The whole thing is unnecessary. Right. Should the hood be that high?
No.
Yeah. Should it weigh as much as it does? No. Does it need a sport package? No.
Right.
All of it was unnecessary.
Yeah. And it was it was like it was a volcanic eruption. The stress of like being like in like you and I have to show that we're actually like trying to do and make stuff at these events. Otherwise, we feel like we're not going to get invited back, right?
Right.
And we got to be cool, and like we just have to be. I don't know. We just have to be a thing, right?
Right. And not like yelling at each other.
Not yelling at each other. Yeah. Like, not yelling at each other, not just like Tokyo drifting into a curb, right? Like not speeding in school zones. We don't do shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. But we just kind of have to, I don't know, there's like just a little bit of a different, I don't know, lens on how we present ourselves at these events, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And so that's stressful in of itself. We had to sit through Subaru talking about like how they either want to like kill all the animals or don't kill all the animals with their interiors. No, right. It wasn't Subaru. It was Subaru. And where they're like openly talking shit about Toyota while the Toyota rep is just sitting like 18 feet away. And we're like, damn, Subaru, like she's right there, like, God, give them a break. So the RAV4's okay, relax, but like, it was like they went hard, like Lisa Lampanelli on like Toyota right in front of us. It was like, oh, this is wild. Okay. So like, it's just this whole, like at the breakfast thing and you're eating the eggs that look like diced pineapple and have the same texture. And it's a whole thing,
Yeah. So I all that to say, we're out of our element. We're out of our comfort zone to begin with. Yeah. And then you go, I think going into this car was probably not the best move because it was just overwhelming.
It was.
And also I think when we're in cars that we don't like, I think, or at least for me, because I won't speak for you or whether you like this car or not, but like,
I hate it.
Okay. When I'm in a car at these things that I don't like, it's a struggle to figure out like, what am I going to talk about? Because if I just like shit on it the whole time,
right,
then unless I can do it in a funny way, then I feel bad. And I also like just try to, and then I just fixated out of that.
Yeah.
I just got stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like, I feel like I genuinely made a misstep when we had the Mercedes EQS and like we've talked about that and all that stuff, right? Like I shouldn't have gotten McDonald's French fries when we were in a press car. Bad move, right? Unprofessional, but like, but everything that we said about that car afterwards, I think was really valid, right? Like that car.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. And so like, we're not going out of our way to try to find something to shit on because we're like cynicists or anything like that. That's not what we're here to do. Like, this is Ian and Dave giving you our take on this thing. Like, yeah. So yeah, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. The ride was horrible. Like, is this the same car as my LS? No. Should it be directly compared to my LS? Not really, but it shouldn't not be compared to my LS, right?
Right.
I mean, it's just a giant car that should just kind of waft and you shouldn't care what's happening underneath,
Yeah. None of it made any sense.
Right.
And I'm going to go ahead and blame the car. It's all the car's fault that I pushed literal and metaphorical buttons for the entire drive.
It was wild because I knew you were in the grip of your obsession with this button. Like it was like watching Requiem for a Dream, Ian. Like you were addicted to trying to figure out this button. You couldn't stop. And I couldn't like scruff you like a kitten.
Right. You were just screaming at your television screen.
Yeah.
Jared Leto, no.
And mama bear you out of the car. I couldn't do that, Oh, but yeah. While you were driving, you were obsessed with it. And to your credit, I pushed it a whole bunch myself, right? Also, I pushed it while you were driving, mainly because I was like, it was kind of like the TV show Lost. I was like, I feel like I just need to keep pushing this, right? And so that Ian could drive because he needs to drive and also have the button pushed. I can take this part of the responsibilities right now. I could do this. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're a good button pusher.
I think that's the thinnest ice that we have been on with each other in a long time, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that it does speak to how our friendship and relationship has developed, that like that wasn't something that broke us.
Right.
Right? It didn't break us, right? We're still Dave and Ian, you know? Like
and it was one of those things too where like the thing that was causing the tension was happening, but then we were also like aware enough, like I was aware enough to comment on the thing that was causing the tension, but not aware enough to stop it.
Right.
So I was like, I know I'm making you angry right now, and I'm sorry.
Right. Yes, and I know that that's genuine. I know that that's genuine is the thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't know.
I just want to play the video for my therapist one day and just be like, you don't have to say anything, but I just need a witness.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to see my friend on his worst day? Yeah, there you go.
I feel like if that's one of the ways that you're, you know, ADHD, how you're wired, whatever, one of the ways that it manifests itself, like, you know, I think that you and I, like, that 100% resonates with me, right? Like, you've thought about that moment outside of the context of me since then, right? You know?
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. There's times where, like, I feel like with attention deficit disorder that like you can really spiral, right? Mm-hmm. And thankfully, I think that I've avoided a fair number of those, like really like kind of like at the precipice kind of moments where like almost like channel changing in your mind that you can't stop, right?
Right.
And I get a little bit of that time to time. Usually that's the thing that kind of wakes me up at 3 a.m, right? And, you know, so like I throw on a Mystery Science Theater and just try to, you know, cope with it, right? Coping mechanisms, you know? But, you know, like seeing that happen to my buddy, knowing that you are realizing it, you're apologizing for it, and you absolutely could not stop.
In real time.
Real time. Like,
because you know what my coping mechanism is? When I get a drive mode button in my life like that, I add 7 more drive mode buttons. That's the only thing that works.
Okay.
That's why I have to have 6 plates spinning at once.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because otherwise I have 1 drive mode button and it will drive me absolutely crazy. But if I have 7 drive mode buttons,
okay,
then I can load balance.
Right. And feel like you are managing, right? Because you got a little bit of this over here, a little bit. I'm going to push this over here, and then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. No, I appreciate that. That's a really good insight, Ian. Yeah. Because you do keep your plates very full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of that is thrust upon you, but
some of it is. Some of it is, but some of it is definitely self-induced.
Some of it's self-induced. Also, some of it is being a parent that shows up to things.
Right.
You know? Right. So, you know, like, let's not overlook that kind of stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But, you know, you do load your plate up. You know, you've been doing a weekly show with your buddy for 10 years.
No idea how.
Right. But that's just another one of the plates, right? You know? Yeah, I get it. That's really interesting. I'm going to think about that. Yeah. Ian and his
just all drive mode buttons. Just the whole dashboard.
Yeah, it's like the scene in Elf when Will Ferrell's hitting the elevator buttons.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, boy. That was a real time for you and I, buddy. That was a real time.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't just limited to this car. I just want to be clear. It was the whole day. And this is a thing that I do is you will be talking and I will genuinely be listening to you. But this goes back to like, I have to have more than one button.
Right.
I was active listening to you. There was one moment in the Lexus where I was ignoring you and I was fixated on the button. And I remember that moment very clearly.
That was King Carroll Boulevard.
Yes,
I was making a left-hand turn. Yes.
You looked at me with such disappointment of like, I have been talking for several minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I genuinely felt bad about that. But the rest of the time when I would be listening to you, but then also I'd be like, I wonder what this button does. And then I would just start pushing the button. I was still engaged and talking to you, but then I was also pushing the button to see what it did, which is also not a great thing to do when someone else is driving. I wonder if this puts the car into park.
I think I made a mental error. Did you even drive this car? We didn't trade.
I did drive it. I did drive it because I just remember how big and ungainly it felt.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason in my head, maybe you drove it first. Yeah.
I don't remember. I can't. I honestly can't remember. But but I did drive it at one point. I don't think for very long because I was like, this sucks.
Oh yeah, I think we did that swap at that like kind of little park that wasn't too far away. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I took it from there because I know I brought it home. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and so like, oh my God, this was the thing. Like, so I would set up my phone to record us, right?
Yeah.
And you, like, if you were in the car, no matter where you were, you're already doing things. And I'm like, I haven't even hit record yet, dude. Like, and I did ask you to not touch anything one time before I started recording. I was like, don't touch anything. What did you do?
I did. I know. And then I can't help myself. I see new buttons and I have to push them. But that was also a theme was there was a bunch of cars had confusing start procedures.
Yes.
Where like the start button was required, but like hidden someplace.
Right. And in my head, I want to get all of that on camera.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. That's the correct thing to think about. Yep.
Yeah.
And I was just unhelpful. I was very unhelpful. What happened there?
I have never had children. I felt like probably the closest I have ever felt to like managing a child in that moment where it was like, I just asked you one thing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. 100%. 100%. That's the same, because it was the same voice that I say when I'm like, I have asked you to put your shoes on 6 times.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Where you are just trying to land the fact that you have said a thing.
Yep.
Right. You kind of like go away from just being angry or frustrated. You just get to this weird,
just disappointed
phantom zone of emotion. Yeah.
That was the moment turning on the car there where you said, I've been talking for several minutes. Where I was like, oh, he's beyond mad. He's disappointed because that was the most parent voice I've ever heard from you.
Right. Yeah.
And I recognized at the time, I was like, oh, I've been fucked up. Yeah.
I like, not having kids. I don't have much experience managing children. Right. But with the grandkids, I think like there's a cheat code that I have because like, they'll try and say like, oh, I got to get here to save the video game. And it's like, I know you hit the top button on the Nintendo Switch and it goes to sleep anytime. Yeah. You can't fool me. So that's really my only parenting experience, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, you got a little taste of it there because I was essentially a toddler at that time. Just
and we know that there have absolutely been times when I am the toddler. That's one of our first formative memories is of me being a toddler and you managing me like one appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you want some juice, buddy? Kelly and I still say that to each other.
Yeah. Oh, I say it in the house all the time.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just that was my toddler moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's okay. I love you. Yeah. We're friends. And that's what happens. Also, I have to tell you, having this interior photo up in the corner of my eye here, I keep looking at that fucking HDMI port and I'm like, who's going to plug an HDMI cable into that? What are we doing? What are we doing with that port? What are we doing with that port?
Yeah.
Why is there an HDMI port right there? What, are you going to plug your Lenovo into that so you can have like a second display that's like a deck of cards?
I know. Why? Maybe it's an HDMI out.
So you could project the climate controls?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The whole thing
doesn't make any. None of this. Nothing about this car makes any sense.
Correct. Yeah. This car. I don't know. Is there a couples thing where like, oh no, like we can't go to that restaurant because we had a massive fight at that restaurant?
I was just gonna say, this is our IKEA.
Yeah. Yes.
This is our IKEA furniture.
Yes.
This car right here.
That's it. Oh my God. Yeah. This is our IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lexus, you done fucked up.
You almost broke us up.
Right?
Had nothing to do with us.
Or what we're carrying around on a daily basis.
Right.
Yeah. What's going on then in the lives of these engineers that this is happening? Why? Like, what is going on? Right.
Why did they do this to us?
Yeah. Why did they? Why did they do this at us?
Yeah. Why did you Lexus at us?
Yeah. So, yeah, button pushing. And like, this is one of those things where like, I've wanted to go back and watch the footage a few times and I haven't. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Like I'm going to. Like, I'm not like afraid. Like you and I are obviously good, right? You know?
Until you watch that footage, and then it's going to
be. No. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know. So this is, listeners, this has sat in our minds for, 5 months now?
Yeah, a couple months. Yeah, for sure.
Right? It's just been there,
There's a button waiting to be pushed.
A fucking car. A car with a random ass button has just been living rent-free squatting in our heads.
Yeah.
Right?
I would say, I'm going to go ahead and say, that was my worst day this year.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The worst behaved I've been all year. Okay.
I've never thought about it like that. Like what was the worst behavioral day that I've had? That's a really funny thing to think about. Yeah. I was the worst boy on this day.
That was 100%.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm very thankful for you, Ian. I'm very thankful for everything about you, and I'm so thankful that we can talk about stuff like this and laugh at it and like I really hope you feel seen in like the compulsion aspect of it because I truly recognize that,
Well, thank you. And thank you for putting up with me because I know that I was a lot in that moment. So I appreciate it.
As someone who is often a lot, it's not a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I think we did it, Dave. We can leave that button unpressed from now on. I think we're good.
I kind of don't want to close the window.
I have so many fingerprints on my screen right now. It's just impressive.
I do love it when you point at something on your screen.
No, that one.
But like, I kind of knew what you were talking about.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. Okay. All right. So do we like the Lexus LX 700H F Sport? No. We don't. Come on, man. Come on. Go buy 3 Toyota BRZs. I don't know what you people are doing with your lives that have this car, but don't do that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dave, how about a license plate game?
I would love a license plate game. Yes. And also, I just want to say this real quick. This makes the sting of them killing the LS a little bit more stingy. Right? This is the fucking car that we have now instead of my goddamn LS.
Yeah.
Okay, end of rant. Please give me a license plate game. Take me away from here, Calgon.
License plate game.
I'm closing the window.
Please do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Bye, Lexus. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This one is called Don't Take the Name of License Plate Game in Vain.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Carly Simon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
These are all God-themed license plates.
Okay. Not You're So Vain. The religious.
No. Like, don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Gotcha.
But in this case, license plate game is the Lord.
Okay. How blasphemous. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, this is interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. I have a lot of my fundamentalist Christian upbringing kind of flashing back. All right.
Yep.
Okay. First up, we have Mercedes. This is what? A
GL's E
450E. Okay. The E stands for Extra Jesus. A maroon Nissan Sentra with a not the band, but the Jesus fish. And then a Jaguar F-Pace.
Yep.
In the bottom, the F-Pace. Okay. And the plates are Golden God, God First, and God Bless. Okay. All right. First of all, Golden God is very interesting because of all of the the idol stuff, like the false idols, Baal, Baal. That's how that's spelled, right? From the Bible. Yeah, it was like one of the stories in the Bible about a golden calf, I think, and stuff like that. I'm probably misremembering it because trauma. Yeah, so like having a God themed license plate, but like having it like idol, like idol specific is very interesting.
Well, I also wonder if Golden God could be an It's Always Sunny reference, because that's a famous quote from one of the characters.
Oh, really?
Dennis Reynolds says, "I am a golden god."
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that, because I think I know what car that goes on now.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Okay. All right. So God First. Well, let's do some zoomies and enhancies first, right? The GLE, it's got I don't think it has the AMG package, but it's got the fancy weird spoiler on the top of the hatch. It's got like the tri-spoke, 5-spoke wheels. Okay. Not really getting much else in a chrome license plate frame.
I think it's the dealer license plate frame, if I remember correctly.
I bet you're right. Okay, then we got the Sentra with some tint, some Louisiana plates. And the Jesus fish. Okay. And it's the Sentra that has kind of the weird body kit thing. The SR.
The SR, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have the F-Pace. This still has the dealer sticker on it. And is that a Mississippi or Alabama license plate?
Alabama.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And it's driving in the rain. Okay. Walking on water. Okay. I want to put God First on the Sentra, because that's Like, that seems like kind of just the most, I don't know, that lines up in my head, right? I want to put Golden God on the Mercedes, right? Because that seems like the most ostentatious, like the most braggadocious. But I'm wondering if somebody beat him to the punch and maybe the Golden God goes on the F-Pace. And Southern license plate, Louisiana, God bless. And Alabama, God bless. Oh. Okay, here's what we're doing. I'm changing stuff. Okay, we're going Golden God on the Mercedes. We're going God bless on the Sentra. Because I feel like they've been in with that plate for a while. Right. Okay. And then I'm thinking God first on the Jaguar because of some fulfillment prophecy bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Prosperity gospel bullshit is what I'm trying to think of. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just thought of synonyms of the thing. I didn't even think of the word. but I fucking thesaurused it unintentionally. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have the good news, but I don't have good news.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
God bless is on the Mercedes. I did see them cut someone off.
Did you really?
Yes. PETA sending God first on the Sentra. Thank you very much, PETA. And then I saw Golden God. The Jag. Here's my theory on this.
Okay.
Is that I think you're right. I think the Mercedes has definitely got a whiff of the prosperity gospel going on. Yeah. And especially the fact that I saw them cut someone off. He's just like,
right.
So perfect.
Yes.
And Golden God, I think driving a Jaguar in Alabama is already a little bit sacrilegious.
Yes. Right? Good point. Yeah. It's not American.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And it's not even the proper German like luxury car option.
Right.
It's a little left field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I think is going on there.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe this is a person that we could have a coffee with.
Right.
But the God bless person, no. Right.
Not.
But I kind of want to talk to the Golden God Jaguar.
The God bless person, you know exactly which coffee shop they're going to take you to because it's going to be really well lit.
Yes.
They're going to have all the right menu items listed and not make any of them properly. And there will be no sound deadening in that coffee shop. Right. We've all been in that coffee shop. We were like, oh shit, this is a church group coffee shop.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah. You remember that Maria Bamford bit about somebody taking her to like a cool coffee shop and like at some point she's like, wait, is this church?
That's hilarious. But no, I haven't heard that bit, but I know exactly what she's talking about because I've been in so many of those coffee shops. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah. You go outside and it's heaven spelled backwards is the name of, that's a coffee shop near me. That is a legit coffee shop near me. Yeah. Not like, I don't know, that's 2 miles from my house. Yeah. Wandered in there because I wanted a chai and a breakfast burrito and have not been back since.
How dare you?
I know, right? I walked in. I said, "Hail Satan," like I always do.
That's just my order.
Yes, I have figured out exactly what to get so that it adds up to 666.
That's great. Love that.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one. Thank you, Ian, and thank you, PETA, for sending that in.
Yes, thank you, PETA.
Yeah.
Also, I have so many more God ones.
Okay. Yeah.
So many more.
Religious plates are a whole thing. Yeah.
I'll keep sprinkling them in.
Nice. Hey, before we get to your album, I do want to give a shout out real quick. So our buddy Mark, M-A-R-C, right? Because I know too many Marks. I know the appropriate amount of marks, right? Because it's not like I want to cut any of them.
Except for that one.
He knows who he is. Right? No, our buddy Mark that sends in so many vanity plates that I've known for a long time. I had lunch with him the other day. He's still driving his awesome Honda CRZ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He and his wife just got a Nissan Ariya. Is that how you say it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the electric car that you and I drove and really liked. Yeah, but I had a great lunch with Mark. It was awesome talking to him. Wanted to give him a shout out. Yeah, it was awesome spending time with him. And that CRZ has just aged so well. You know?
I saw one the other day and I was like, oh yeah, that looks really good.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, it was awesome seeing Mark. Definitely wanted to give him a shout out. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right?
Mark.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay. This week, the album, we're going to go a little more mainstream.
Okay.
But it's still controversial.
Nickelback.
We're going to go with the new, what?
Nickelback.
Yeah. No. We are going to go with the new Tame Impala record because I want to hear your take specifically.
Oh, okay.
So Tame Impala has had this very interesting career where they started out as like a pure like throwback psych band, and it's just the project of like one dude, and then they kind of slowly gotten more electronic and R&B-ish and other elements kind of coming in like synthy, and this is like a straight up house record.
Oh, okay.
Like, and I hate it. When I first heard the first single, I hated it. Okay. And I think it's growing on me.
Okay.
And I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay.
I do love, I love his voice and I love a lot of his, like his production, especially the way he records drums and stuff. I really love. I don't know if it works as a house record.
Okay.
I don't listen to enough house, but like, I'm curious to hear your take on it, because often when bands try to do electronic music, the rock kids are like, "Oh wow, this is amazing," and then the electronic people are like, Because like when Kid A came out, it was the same sort of thing. We're like,
sure, all
of us indie rock kids were like, "Oh my god, this is the craziest thing," and everyone else was like, "You've never heard Aphex Twin before?" Right.
Right, but Kid A is still a fantastic album. Right.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not putting this in the same category as Kid A, but I'm curious to hear what your take is on it, because my take is still forming.
Sure. Okay. Yes, I will give it a listen. And I did listen to the album that we talked about last week. What was the name?
Wilderness.
Wilderness. Yes, the self-titled album. This and Liquid Swords are kind of like in my head together, because RZA has said that Liquid Swords is absolutely a New York City winter album. Like the beats are supposed to be icy and cutting. And I feel like Wilderness is a autumn album. Like it is a fall season autumn album. Leaves are turning but you're not completely happy about it, even though it's my favorite season. Like there's a weird like coldness to it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And so just to loop back on the album that you brought last week, Wilderness, if anybody hasn't checked it out yet, hop over and get the links in the YouTube description and check it out. If that's kind of something that you're after, like it is a winter album. Yeah. Or an autumn album. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think you're right. I hear it. Okay. Yeah. So I appreciate you bringing that last week, and I'm definitely going to listen to this Tame Impala, and I'll let you know what I think for sure. Yeah. 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 Hey, I just within the last week, I've come to the final realization that there is absolutely a sliding doors version of me that could have gone down the club kid raver route for the rest of my life if I wasn't so fucking uptight when I was younger. Right. Cause there was just this little ball of issues. Right. And, I've just been listening to so much just dumb electronic, just pure fun, all kinds of stuff lately. Like bunch of Charlie XCX and the remixes and just dumb shit, but it's just fun. And so if you're going to hit me with a housey thing, this is probably primary traction, even if it's not like a dumb fun housey thing. Like I'm still like steeped in that kind of.
This will be interesting because it's more like the music is housey, but like the lyrical content is very heavy.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, links in the YouTube description. Tame Impala, Deadbeat, 2025. Yeah. Nice, dude.
Dave, we did a car show.
Well, we talked about one button on one car.
We did car/therapy, which is the whole point of this show.
Yeah. Yeah. And we were going to try to do this episode in person. Yeah. But we couldn't.
But I had too many buttons to push. So I couldn't make it happen. See how it all.
We're not making this up. Yeah. Yep. So, but Ian, I'm very thankful. I like it when you push my buttons. Thank you for pushing my buttons because you push me.
Thank you for putting up with it.
No problem.
Everybody, push each other's buttons. apexadjacent at Gmail, 720-515-1391. Thank you. We love you. Goodbye.